it's Sunday, December 11th, and you are watching Subtrending, the go-to show for the latest and greatest in geek news. So I am Jessica, and today on the show we have none other than Thomas Fitzler himself, and we are going to talk about some movie trailers right off the bat. So the really big one this week, Spider-Man Homecoming, just came out.
50 Shades of Grey.
I mean, that too. Yeah. I mean, which I was trying to think of like a way that I could make a pun about both movies, but I'm not really quite sure how I would do that. So I don't know. We're just gonna keep on trekking through. But Spider-Man Homecoming. So really cool. It dropped on Jimmy Kimmel on Thursday night, and yeah, what did you think of it, Thomas?
I thought it looks awesome. Probably, if I would say the thing that stuck out to me most was Spider-Man is like a New York superhero. You know?
Yeah.
And we see him in DC, which is kind of weird, like at the Washington Monument.
Yes.
I don't know what your thoughts are. Andrew and I were talking about it a little bit, and he brought up a really good point that the Sokovia Accords are still in effect. Maybe he's there in costume, kind of making an appearance for something along those lines.
That makes sense. That's a really cool thing to bring up. I kind of assume, just because I know that he's doing the whole like sort of IT gifted school thing, maybe it's like a field trip, maybe it's like, you know, like something like that is kind of what I assumed, because I think that he's still going to be based in New York, I would believe. I mean,
sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. That is a pretty interesting observation to make, though. So, and then one of the other big things that was kind of revealed is that Vulture is going to be the villain in that movie, which we haven't seen him in a movie yet. And they've put out so many Spider-Man movies. We've kind of gone through a lot. It's like Batman. We've gone through so many different villains. So it's cool that they're going to go with something they haven't done before.
Yeah, and he's like kind of a lower tier villain. Spider-Man has a great rogues gallery, especially for a Marvel character.
Yeah, seriously.
So it's okay that they're using him. Like, I've honestly kind of wanted Vulture for a while, but I kind of do like that they're starting a little bit smaller this time, because the whole movie, I mean, even in the trailer, you see Stark is basically just like, all right, buddy, just, you're not ready yet, calm down, go to class, go to school.
Yep, just do kid things.
Yeah. So, I don't know, not that Vulture's a kid thing, you know?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of weird.
Yeah. I mean, hey, you didn't fight supervillains named after carnivorous birds when you were in high school?
No, I started with lizards.
Ah, okay. I started with sand.
Oh, no.
So, yeah, no, I'm excited, though. I think that I think that for how skeptical I was of Tom Holland being Peter Parker when he was first announced, he seems like he's really going to kill it. Oh, yeah. I was not a fan of Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man at all, but I did like Tobey Maguire, even though he was decidedly too old to really be playing him. And I think that Tom Holland is like kind of a good mix of, I mean, he's younger than both of them, and so he fits in that regard. And he seems like he's a good mix as far as being like, not quite as like geeky and just awkward as first Peter Parker, but not nearly as like, I'm indie and skateboard and I'm really cool as Andrew Garfield. So I think he's a good choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. Were there any other things that you thought of?
He's like Move Over Batman, World's Greatest Detective. I thought those were the original Avengers in the beginning. I would have never known.
I would have been fooled had he not pointed it out. So. No, it's pretty funny though. I think that there's gonna be a good amount of humor. I really love the part where Tony Stark is reaching over him to open the door and he goes in for the hug.
Yeah, I thought that. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cute moment. And then, you know, once again,
there are no cute moments with Tony Stark. So, but no, I think it's really cool. I'm really excited for it. The next thing that we're gonna move on to is another trailer for The Mummy, starring Tom Cruise.
Okay.
So we haven't seen The Mummy done in I think the last part of the last Mummy series was the Scorpion King, right? Like, and that was kind of a spin-off. Or was it the Emperor?
Weirdly gotten convoluted, you know? Like, I saw the first Mummy at a drive-in theater.
Nice.
Which was pretty cool. I was kind of too young to remember it, but I haven't seen any of the other ones, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not even the Scorpion King, which I've heard is just fantastic.
I've seen the first one and then The Mummy Returns, which honestly, like, just picture it as a standalone. It's like one of those Pirates of the Caribbean things, like, cool adventure movie, just watch the first one. You're solid. You don't really need to go past it. But no, I love The Mummy. I love the Brendan Fraser Mummy. So I was really interested in them revamping it. So we saw the trailer. It just came out a couple days ago. Or was it even yesterday, maybe? I don't know.
It might have been yesterday. I don't know.
When you guys watch this, it'll have been a few days ago.
Right.
That's what's important. And it looked a little too... I don't know, maybe just like actiony, like modern. For me, I think.
What's interesting is in interviews, they've actually said, like, this is going to be a terrifying movie. This is going to be scary. I didn't get that vibe from this trailer. It looked okay to me. I really liked just the first scene on the airplane. I thought that was cool. But I really didn't get that much of a terror vibe.
Which is interesting, because if they do go more of like the original Mummy, like the horror movie route, it would be cool to see that. But I'm kind of with you. I didn't really get that from the trailer. And so to me, it seemed like they're kind of treading in this weird area of like the super popular action movies, and then kind of going to more of the campy historical, like the falsely historical, like Van Helsing, the old Mummy sort of area, but then also at the same time horror. So it's like, which one of these, when it actually comes out, is it going to go more toward? I guess is kind of where I'm at right now.
And it could just be a really misleading trailer.
Definitely. Like, editing is a huge thing.
Like the eye thing with the Mummy, that was pretty scary.
That was cool.
The pupils like split into two. I was like, ugh, I don't like that at all.
The actual scenes where you got to see like the Mummy and like and kind of the golden rooms and things like that, like those looked really cool, and I was really into that.
Cara Delevingne as Enchantress makes an appearance.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I was watching it with Thomas, and he was like, and as you see, we have Cara Delevingne. And I was like, yes, like that's immediately what I thought. I was like, I don't know which one of these finished their character design first. I'm guessing Suicide Squad. But they look so incredibly similar. So I don't know. I'm not gonna like throw it like, oh, obviously they copy, because I don't think that's the case at all.
I'm sure
but
it's just, creepy looking ancient woman.
Exactly.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Sex it up a little bit. There you go.
Definitely. Creepy, sexy, ancient woman. It's a thing. So yeah, that kind of wraps us up for movie trailers, though. I'm excited for both those movies. I think I'll see both of them in theater.
Yeah.
So.
By the way, both of them are entries in their own extended universe. Did you?
I did not know the Mummy was going to be an extended universe.
Joining Dracula Untold in the Monster Universe, I believe.
Huh. Well, there you go.
So
extended universes for everyone.
Maybe they'll all cross over, and like Tony Stark will be a mentor for Tom Cruise in the Mummy, and it'll be great.
There you go. They'll do an awkward airplane hug right before it explodes, and they go flying out. That's perfect. I'm in. So cool. All right, so the next thing that we're going to talk about is some Nintendo news. And this week, because I feel like we had the 2 trailers, and now we have 2 pieces of Nintendo news, and that's really it this week. But after last week's hellishly long episode, I feel like it's a good thing.
Yeah.
So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Pokemon Go. Niantic is the developer behind that. It was voted best mobile game of the year this year, which is pretty cool. We talked about that on the last episode. But the news with this game now is that next Monday, so I guess tomorrow from when you guys watch this, the 12th, we are going to have an announcement from Niantic about the future of Pokemon Go, and we are 99.9% sure that is going to entail Generation 2 is going to be coming up around the corner.
That's pretty exciting. Oh my god. This close to finishing my Pokedex. I caught a Ditto.
Are you that close, really?
Friday. Yeah, I think I have like Charizard, which I have. There's just a couple candies left, and he's my buddy right now.
Wow, nice.
Ivysaur, which I'm still kind of far away, and Golem. That's
oh my
about
gosh.
it, I think.
That's insane. Okay, I have, I'm like level 11.
I know Gyarados too. Sorry, Gyarados. Super far away from
God, like sitting here trying to make it seem like you're so much cooler than you are.
Right.
But no, that's really cool though. I had no idea we were that close.
Yeah,
that's pretty
and now
awesome.
I'm gonna be so far away. So.
Yeah. I guess so. Your goal is then going to be like fill it before all of these guys come in, so you can at least say that it was filled at one point.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but it'd be pretty cool.
You just gotta try. Just
at least
call in sick for work for the next week and just be a Pokemon master, Thomas. You gotta choose what you care about in life. You gotta choose your priorities. But no, I think it's really cool. I'm excited for that. Second generation is, Soul Silver and Heart Gold, or Silver and Gold when they first came out, are 2 fan favorites as far as games go. So I think that it's gonna make a lot of people happy. And I'm curious to see if they just keep on trucking with the generations and we get up to the Alolan Pokemon that we're seeing in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Or if it's going to be something where they do start to take it a little bit slower, and maybe we have Generation 2 for the next year or so, year and a half, and then maybe, I don't know. And it depends on the longevity of the game, I guess, as well.
That's a good point. I don't know how long people use this game. I like it. Honestly, I play it every day, but I don't go on Pokewalks anymore and go play everything. I just turn it on if I'm going to go for a run or something.
Yeah, because you work at a university, so it's like for you kind of walk between buildings, and so you get your steps
just
in.
Turn it on, get some steps in. It's not like I'm had my phone, with my face buried in my phone the whole time catching stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So
just something to just keep track of the whole day.
For sure. And then the next thing that we're going to talk about is still some Nintendo news. We're going to talk about the Pokemon Switch. Wow, Nintendo Switch a little bit, which is Nintendo's newest console launching next spring. So the rumor right now is just like how the Wii had classics, Super Nintendo games available on it and 64 games. We're going to see the return of GameCube games on the Switch, which is pretty cool because the systems haven't done that yet. And the rumored titles are, in like drum roll without hitting the table because microphones, Super Mario Sunshine, Luigi's Mansion, and Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee. So, and the cool thing about Melee is esports. Melee is considered the Super Smash Bros. Game to play, just because of how well balanced all the characters are, the levels. That game is considered the best one to competitively play. So, for a lot of esports people, that's a huge deal.
That's awesome. GameCube was just kind of like, it's kind of a big black area in my resume of gaming where I just kind of didn't ever have a GameCube. My friend had some, so I played a little bit, but it's definitely one in a growing list of things that is making me excited about the Switch and actually get me back into Nintendo since the first time in 2008.
Wow, yeah. No, and that's cool. I was going to ask you if you'd kind of ever gotten around to playing those games. So
I've played, I think, all of them a little bit at least. Melee probably the most. I used to play a lot of that.
Melee is one of those good games when you would go over to friends' houses and everybody would kind of play. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah. If they really, really want to clinch it, throw in Rogue Squadron 2, and you got me, Switch.
I think that out of all of those, Andrew I know is Super Mario Sunshine. He loves, because Super Mario Sunshine was the next 3D game, I believe, after Mario 64, which is just an awesome game. And Super Mario Sunshine is fantastic as well.
Yeah, I enjoyed Mario Sunshine. I didn't ever get that far in it, but it was pretty fun. It's a pretty game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
For sure.
The art is wonderful on it. Yeah.
The difference between Mario 64, which I love, probably one of the most played games that I've ever played.
That's an interesting little tidbit.
Yeah, that's I played that all the time as a kid. And Sunshine, the graphical difference is insane.
Oh yeah, for sure. The difference between 64 to GameCube was just...
That's true. It's very
crazy.
True. Probably the biggest difference we've ever really seen.
I would agree with that.
Since that point.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that. And I think for me, what I was going to say, so Andrew is Sunshine. It seems like you are maybe Melee is kind of something that you're interested in. And Luigi's Mansion is kind of one of my favorite games. I love Luigi's Mansion. It's so fun. It's kind of has a little bit of a puzzle element to it, and it makes you feel like you're a Ghostbuster, and who doesn't love that? So that's what I'm looking forward to. But this is all just a rumor right now, though it's very heavily speculated, and we will have more on that if it is confirmed. But I think that wraps us up for this show. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge shout out to John Gooch of Con Man Economy, one of our local bands around here, who came over. Good. They're awesome, and they did audio for us today. Or he did audio for us, and yeah. So if it sounds exceptionally good, you can thank the exceptional John Gooch.
Thanks, John.
All right, thank you guys so much, and we will see you later on this week for What's Up. Well, I won't, but you will see Andrew for What's Up With on Wednesday. He has a really awesome episode all about Rogue One, and just a special little thing to say here, the entire script was written by this guy who's a huge Star Wars nerd and knows his stuff. So if you want to see that, which I highly recommend, check that out on Wednesday. All right, thanks, guys.